Hello guys and welcome back to the channel and another video on the channel. First of all, please remember to like, subscribe and share the channel as well and press that notification bell. I really do appreciate all the support that's been on the videos recently. And yes, I do apologise for not uploading, but I'm going to do a continuous amount of content now as the football season gets underway and transfer window comes to an end as well. So let's get straight into the video. This video is a transfer window update for the Premier League only. The Premier League teams will see what kind of business they've done since the last video and we'll rank them from best to worst team of where I think the business needs to be done and how the business has gone so far. So let's get straight into it with Arsenal. Arsenal have done a good amount of business this summer. They bought Gabriel Jesus, as we know, for £45 million from Manchester City. He becomes Arsenal's number 9 up front. He had a fantastic pre-season, scoring 7 goals in pre-season. And then at the weekend, he got 2 goals against Leicester in the Premier League in a 4-2 win. So good piece of business there from Arsenal. They needed a number 9 who could score goals, and that's fit is perfect for Jesus because he's going to play ahead of the World Cup. He can build confidence, and it's what Arsenal need as well. So it's a great piece of business all around. As we know, they signed Marquinhos from Sao Paulo for an undisclosed fee. He's in between the under-23s and the first team at the moment. I think he is very highly rated. So we'll see how they get on in and around that. Good piece of business as well, one for the future. Matt Turner, as we all know, that I've brought out before, so I'm not going to spend too long on this. A backup to Ramsdale, definitely, as Bernd Leno has gone to Fulham. Fabio Vieira, a good central midfielder from Porto for £34 million. He's more of a creator than a defensive midfielder, so he will create a lot for that forward line of Arsenal. Alexander Zinchenko is the latest signing from Manchester City as well. He's so versatile. He can play at left back, central defensive midfielder, centre mid, even further forward as well. He's so versatile. He can cross a ball, he can defend as well, he can score a goal as well. So he's a very versatile midfielder and one that will definitely strengthen Arsenal going forward. As we know, some of the outs, Pablo Mari has gone to AS Monza in Italy on a season-long loan. Lucas Torreira has left Arsenal on a permanent deal and gone to Galatasaray for an undisclosed fee. Charlie Patino has signed a new 1-year extension at Arsenal, but has gone to Blackpool on a season-long loan. Florian Balogun, cracking start to his loan deal at Stade Reims. He's got 2 goals already in League 1. He's gone on a season-long loan. As I've mentioned before, Bernd Leno has joined Fulham on a permanent deal for £8 million. Mazu Ugbamu has joined Crawley on a season-long loan. Matteo Guendouzi, as we're all aware, has joined Marseille for £10 million. Mavropanos has gone to Stuttgart in Germany for £2.9 million on a permanent transfer. Daniel Ballard, a really surprising exit from Arsenal, good promising centre-back, has joined Sunderland for an undisclosed fee. Jordi Osu-Tutu has joined Bochum in Germany for an undisclosed fee. Zach Swanson has joined Portsmouth for an undisclosed fee. Nuno Tavares, a really good player who's not really a left-back in my opinion, has got off to a cracking start at Marseille with 2 goals from 2 games on a season-long loan. Alexander Lacazette has returned to Lyon on a free transfer. Tyrese John-Jules has joined Ipswich on a season-long loan. And Omar Rekik has joined Sparta Rotterdam on a season-long loan. So Arsenal have done a lot of business, good business, bringing in terms of Jesus, Zinchenko, Vieira, strengthening the areas they needed to strengthen with quality as well. But I do think they still need a few more players. They're being linked with Yuri Tillemans of Leicester, who played against them at the weekend. I think they'll probably get that deal done for £25 million. But there are rumours that Arsenal are going to wait till next summer to get him on a free transfer. So we'll see how that turns out. And also reports coming out today that Edu, the director of football at Arsenal, has travelled to Valencia to have talks with Villarreal for Yeremy Pino. So we'll see how that materialises as well. But overall, at the moment, Arsenal have had a solid window. They've got a lot of players out. Still need to get a few players out as well, such as Hector Bellerin and a few other players as well. But overall, they've had a solid window so far and are bringing a few more additions in that midfield, and I'm sure they will be very strong going forward. Aston Villa then, they've brought in, as we know, Diego Carlos, the Brazilian international from Sevilla, for £26 million. Really good signing he is, brings Champions League experience, international experience, playing at the highest level in La Liga. So he'll bring the grit, determination, physicality that Aston Villa need in that centre-back role. Unfortunately, he did pull his Achilles tendon, if I'm hearing right, just recently in the past couple of days, so he will be out for a while, which will be a massive blow to Aston Villa. But in a way, he's a very good signing and will strengthen that Villa defence massively. Philippe Coutinho, they signed him on a permanent transfer for £17 million from Barcelona. Really good addition. He was there on loan for the second part of last season. He will give Aston Villa some really good creativity in that number 10 role, in that midfield role going forward. And if Steven Gerrard can get the best out of Coutinho again, he will be a massive signing and a cracking bargain as well. Boubacar Kamara, he joined on a free transfer from Marseille. What a great signing this is. United were linked with him in January, PSG as well as Real Madrid. Cracking signing to get this over the line on a free transfer. What a piece of business this is from Villa. Good CDM, can spray a ball left, right and centre, can get a goal as well, but protects that back four or that back three that Villa play massively. So a great signing for them. They brought in Robin Olsen for an undisclosed fee from Roma as a backup goalkeeper for Martinez, really good. Brought in a youngster called Rory Wilson from Rangers on a free transfer, and loaned in Ludwig Augustinsson from Sevilla on a loan deal as well. So Villa do still need to do some business, I think. They need to offload some players and probably bring in a couple more defenders, midfielders and attackers. But if they can get some players out and also bring some players in as well, I'm sure they will be fine this season. Outgoings, Kane Kessler-Hayden has joined Huddersfield on a season-long loan. This is a surprising one. Carney Chukwuemeka has joined Chelsea for £20 million. He won the Under-19s Euros this past summer with England. Very, very promising attacker, winger as well. Didn't want to sign a new deal at Aston Villa, so they cashed in on him now. Got £20 million for him. Really good deal for both parties, I think. Wesley, the striker that has been forgotten, has joined Levante on loan for the season. Matt Targett, as we know, joined Newcastle for £15 million on a permanent basis. Trezeguet has joined Trabzonspor on an undisclosed fee. And a few others have departed as well, such as Conor Hourihane has joined Derby County on a free transfer. And Louis Barry has joined MK Dons on loan for the season. So, as I said, they need to get more players out, Aston Villa, and bring some more players in, but I'm sure they will have a comfortable season in mid-table, and wish them all the best. Bournemouth, they've had some incomings. They brought in Marcus Tavernier from Middlesbrough for £12.5 million. They've also signed Joe Rothwell on a free transfer from Blackburn Rovers. They've signed veteran Ryan Fredericks from West Ham on a free transfer. I'm sure he will bring plenty of experience and leadership to that team. They brought in Neto, Barcelona's backup goalkeeper, for an undisclosed fee. Good signing there as well. And they've brought in recently Marcos Senesi from Feyenoord for an undisclosed fee. Reviewing Bournemouth's incomings, they've got a few team players from the Championship who have lit up the Championship last season, such as Joe Rothwell and Tavernier. Very technical, gifted players in midfield, and I'm sure they'll put a shift in. Then they've brought in the experience of Ryan Fredericks from West Ham, the right back. He'll bring experience in the league and leadership as well. Neto, Played in the Champions League with Barcelona. He knows what it's about at the highest level, so I'm sure he'll bring the experience. And Senesi as well is a bit of an unknown to me, but I think he did very well for Feyenoord in Europe last season. So we'll see how they get on. I think they do need to bring in a lot more incomings, Bournemouth. Yeah, I think they need to bring in a bit more Premier League quality, in my opinion, splash the cash a little bit more. But will they survive? I'm not sure. But we'll see what it's like at the end of the transfer window in just under over 2 weeks' time. The outgoings from Bournemouth: Galvin Kilkenny has joined Stoke on a loan. Robbie Brady has joined Preston North End on a free transfer. Sam Sherring has joined Northampton for an undisclosed fee. And Nathan Moria-Welsh has joined Newport County on a season-long loan. So as I said, we'll see how Bournemouth gets on, but I'm sure they will be okay. They've got a good manager with Scott Parker. He knows what he wants from his players. So yeah, we'll see what they're like at the end of the window. Brentford then, they've been very busy in this market, splashing the cash. They brought in Aaron Hickey from Bologna for £18 million, a really good, highly rated Scottish fullback who went on left Hearts to go to Italy and to expand and strengthen his game, which you can only give him credit for. And now he's playing in the Premier League with Brentford. Really good signing, in my opinion. Max Dickov from Stockport County on a free transfer. He'll probably go to his the development squad. Max Wilcox as well from Bolton Wanderers for an undisclosed fee. I'm sure he will go straight into their under-23 squad as well. Keane Lewis Potter from Hull for £20 million. He'll be in and around the first team as a squad player. Really good, promising forward. Had a really good season for Hull last year. And we'll see how he gets on. He probably won't be a starter with the likes of Mbeumo and Tony up front, as well as Visser as well. But I'm sure he'll have a role to play this season. Cyril Lisby from Watford on a free transfer. I think he'll go straight into their development squad. Thomas Schwatzka as well from Lazio. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. I'm sure he'll go straight into the squad as well. Ben Mee on a free transfer. Good piece of business, this, in my opinion. He scored against Manchester United at the weekend, as we all know. He'll bring that experience, that leadership to that Burnley back line. And a very good piece of business on a free transfer. And Mikhail Damsgaard from Sampdoria for £16.7 million. A really, really good midfielder who can score great goals, as we know, against England in the Euros for Denmark. Very good creative midfielder, can get stuck in as well. Is very, very athletic as well, and that's what you need in a midfielder, and that's what Thomas Frank will want as well. So in my opinion, Brentford have had a really good window so far. They are being linked with a couple of more players that are being linked to them but haven't come through yet, so we'll see how they get on. But they've had a really good window so far. Some of the outgoings from Brentford: Paris Magoma has joined AFC Wimbledon on loan. Christian Eriksen has obviously joined Manchester United on a free transfer. They've released players such as Julian Janvier as well. Zanka has been released. Dominic Thompson has joined Blackpool on an undisclosed fee. Marcus Force has left to join Middlesbrough for an undisclosed fee. So as I said, they've got some of their players off the wage book. They're bringing in some good, young, promising, talented players for the future. And I can only wish Brentford all the best. They had a cracking season last season. They've had a good start to this season. And we can only wish them all the best. Brighton, we're going to whiz through these. Levy Colwill on loan from Chelsea. Really good piece of business to replace Cucurella. Julian Enciso, they brought in from Libertad from a South American team for £9.5 million. They brought in Simon Andagria from Nordjylland for an undisclosed fee. They've also brought in Bencio Baker Boitier from Porto for an undisclosed fee. So Brighton aren't really splashing the cash this summer because they know that with the players they've got, they can have another good season. And Graham Potter will develop players such as Levy Colwill as well. And they've made money this summer as well. We'll go into their outgoings. Shane Duffy has joined Fulham on loan. Mark Cucurella joins Chelsea for £60 million. Yves Bissouma joins Tottenham for £35 million. Leo Ostigard joins Napoli for £10 million. Alex Cochrane has joined Hearts for an undisclosed fee. Jason Malumbu has joined West Brom for an undisclosed fee. So they made over £100 million on 3 players there, technically. Brighton are really good at doing this. I've got to praise Graham Potter for this, developing players and selling them on for a massive profit, and then bringing in unknown players and developing them as well. They're using the South American market really well, Brighton, and they're very successful in doing that. At the moment, they probably don't need to add a lot to that team at the moment, but maybe a good signing from a Premier League team, like a statement signing or something like that, they could make. But I'm sure they'll be okay, Brighton. They'll probably stay up again. They've got a really good team, really good foundation, and a really good manager. So best of luck to them. Chelsea have been splashing the cash since the takeover. They signed Marc Cucurella from Brighton for £60 million, Raheem Sterling from Manchester City for £47.5 million, Eddie Beach from Southampton for an undisclosed fee, Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli for £33 million, Omari Hutchinson from Arsenal on a free transfer, and Carney Chukwuemeke for £20 million from Aston Villa. Beach, Hutchinson and Chukwuemeke will probably go into the under-21s this season to develop even more. But players like Koulibaly, Sterling, Cucurella will only strengthen Chelsea going forward. But I still think they need a forward and another centre-back to keep the pressure on, to keep strengthening that team as well. The outgoings, Timo Werner rejoins Leipzig for £25 million. Levi Colwill joins Brighton, as you know. Christensen joins Barcelona on a free transfer. Romelu Lukaku returns to Inter Milan on loan. What a terrible spell that was for Chelsea. Antonio Rudiger joins Real Madrid on loan, and they've released a heck of a lot of players as well. So yeah, Chelsea's business so far has been good, but they still need to buy a couple of more players in defence and going forward to really, really have depth in that squad for this season. But so far, they've had a really good window, and I wish them all the best. Crystal Palace, they brought in Chris Richards from Bayern Munich for an undisclosed fee. Malcolm Abuye from Derby for an undisclosed fee. Sam Johnston from West Brom for a free transfer. And Cheik Doucouré from Lens for £21 million. They've also signed Kofi Balmer from Larne for an undisclosed fee and released a lot of players as well. So Crystal Palace's business so far has been quite good. They've brought in younger players to develop them and mix into the players that they've already got, such as Eze, Elise, Zaha, as well as Edouard as well. So really good business so far from Vieira. Yeah, really good business. Let me know down below what you think about these teams so far. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video as it is so long, and I want to go into more detail about the other clubs as well. So let me know down below what you think about this video. Let's see if we can get 20 likes on this video for me to do a part 2. I will probably do a part 2 anyway, but let's see if we can get 20 likes on this video to definitely do a part 2. I really appreciate all of you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.